Hi, my name is Ash.
Hi, my name is Gaia.
Today, we'd like to discuss the conflict between Armenia, Azerbaijan, and the area known as Nagorno Karabakh.
Nagorno Karabakh is located in the South Caucasus, historically known as Artsakh to the Armenian people. They are believed to have been living in that area as early as the 7th century BC, as evidenced by multiple ancient monasteries in the area. Currently, it is located between two countries, Armenia and Azerbaijan, and their dispute over the region is the basis for major conflict.
The present-day conflict over Nagorno-Karabakh has its roots in the decision made by Joseph Stalin and the Caucasian Bureau during the early period of the Soviet Union. Stalin was acting commissar of the nationalities for the Soviet Union during the early 1920s. During this period, Stalin transferred the ancestral Armenian land of Artsakh, then named Nagorno-Karabakh, to Azerbaijan in 1921. In 1923, the Soviet Union specifically established Nagorno-Karabakh as an autonomous region consisting of a 95% Armenian population within the territory of Azerbaijan. The Stalin government and future leaders managed to successfully prevent and deal away with a firm hand any territorial skirmishes or unrest that arose between Armenia and Azerbaijan over the area of Nagorno-Karabakh for decades.
However, with the impending end of the Soviet Union, Nagorno-Karabakh declared its intention to join Armenia, despite being part of the legal territory of Azerbaijan. They held a referendum and declared independence as yet the unrecognized Republic of Artsakh, with the Soviet Union no longer existent to keep disputes to check. Tensions between Armenia and Azerbaijan escalated to the point of violence. A full-scale war erupted between Armenia and Azerbaijan over the region, leaving roughly 30,000 casualties and hundreds of thousands of refugees.
By 1993, through ongoing war and eventual triumph, the Armenians of Nagorno-Karabakh, with the assistance of their brethren to the west, managed to also hold an additional 9% of the surrounding Azerbaijani territory.
In 1994, Russia brokered a ceasefire which has remained in place since. The name of the ceasefire came to be known as the Bishkek Protocol.
The Bishkek Protocol sought to achieve three things: an immediate cessation of hostilities between Armenia and Azerbaijan. Armenia and Azerbaijan were to cease fire indefinitely and to further work towards a legally binding agreement that would ensure non-resumption of military and hostile activities, withdrawal of troops from occupied territories, resumption of communication, and return of refugees. The continuation of diplomacy to ensure peaceful resolution of the original territorial dispute. While this was created in good faith to try and ease tensions, it was only a temporary solution, worded very broadly and without a final agreement on a peaceful resolution.
The ceasefire has been broken several times throughout the decades. No refugees have returned to their homelands from either side. In particular, Azerbaijan has a law that states anyone who visits Nagorno-Karabakh is banned from ever entering Azerbaijan, so in a roundabout way, the refugees could not legally return due to their own government ban.
Troops have also not been removed due to their fear of takeover because of the constant ceasefire violations. With that being said, while this temporary agreement was made with largely positive intentions, both parties knew a permanent solution would be required.
However, after decades of both parties not adhering to its main points, most would agree that it would be considered void and a new agreement would have to be reached.
In 2016, Azerbaijan escalated low-level tensions into a full-scale blitzkrieg-like offensive against Nagorno-Karabakh, a move that was widely criticized by international observers. It was termed as the April War, or the 4-Day War. Russian mediation managed to swiftly bring fighting to an uneasy end.
On July 12, 2020, Azerbaijan attacked Armenia proper. Rather than Nagorno-Karabakh effectively breaking the UN's call for the world's first global ceasefire during the worldwide lockdown to curb the COVID-19 pandemic. Azerbaijan also threatened to attack Armenian nuclear power facility. I think everyone would agree the threat of nuclear extinction would be horrendous. The Azerbaijanis ceased their offensive by July 16th after 5 days of fighting.
On September 27, 2020, Azerbaijan, with the direct aid of Turkey, started once more firing upon both Nagorno-Karabakh and Armenia, again breaking the global ceasefire, targeting both military and civilian sites.
The escalation of violence is still continuing with no end in sight. What makes this different than previous attacks is the involvement of the Republic of Turkey, which is also a NATO member and which is directly aiding Azerbaijan in an apparent bid to tip the balance of power. Turkey's past is overshadowed by its predecessor carrying out the Armenian genocide of 1915. This for Armenians everywhere has now become an existential issue.
This war has the potential to draw in regional powers in the area, such as Russia and Iran, and lead to a full-scale war.
To put it into perspective, Armenia is a tiny land, locked Christian country with a largely Christian population of roughly 3 million. Nagorno-Karabakh also has a Christian Armenian population of roughly 150,000.
Azerbaijan and Turkey are both countries with autocratic leaders. Turkey has a population of roughly 80 million, with a Muslim majority, along with Azerbaijan, which has a population of roughly 10 million, also a Muslim majority.
Armenians faced genocide at the hands of the Ottoman Turks in 1915, and with these overwhelming numbers, now also fear annihilation.
The purpose of this video was to inform you of what is happening. Those watching in the United States are urged to contact your local congressman and act to place sanctions and other punitive measures on Turkey's meddling and cease all fighting.
Those watching throughout Europe are also asked to reach out to your representative and ask them to do the same.
The purpose of NATO is to act as a defensive alliance of countries to help defend the other members in case of attack. Turkey is abusing this relationship to wage aggression in Armenia, Nagorno-Karabakh, Greece, Syria, Libya, and elsewhere. It should also be noted on October 3rd, Erdogan, who is Turkey's president, has stated, and I quote, "Jerusalem is our city." Your tax dollars help to fund NATO, and you have the right to ask that they end needless bloodshed and atrocities. Thank you for watching.